What up, bitches? And we are back. We were away. We were all fucked up. And, everybody was telling us it's way too serious. You got to keep it light. So that's what we're going to do today. My boy, Mr. Carlos Slim over there.
Hello, bitches.
And he and I have decided to really just say, fuck it. We're going to wing it. We're going to catch up. We haven't talked in a couple weeks. And there is some crazy shit going around, like Newark Airport and Columbia today. But what's up? How you been?
I tell you, I've been good. Uh, I was away. I went to Spain for a bit,
What?
which was incredible.
Yeah, where in
Uh,
Spain?
I was in Madrid and in
Hmm.
San Sebastian,
Wow.
and it was incredible. And
Is
it
that
was
a guy, San Sebastian?
ha ha. Uh, so what was really good about it, I swear to God, I was there for a week. I wasn't there that long, but for a week, I don't think I thought about like any of the bullshit that's going on over here,
That's awesome.
all the
That's
craziness.
vacation.
Like, didn't even think about it, and uh, really felt great to not think about that stuff. And when I came back, I think I kind of was like, oh man, back to this again,
Yeah,
you know?
fucking back to it.
Yeah, but great trip, and I don't know. Today though, I'm feeling a little what's the word? Not sad, but just like I don't know, tired, exhausted from everything.
Yeah,
You know, it is.
it's a,
I know we said we were going to keep it light, but
it's a lot.
there's a lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit.
Yeah,
A lot of shit.
and you mentioned Newark. I mean, that's just oof, that's so bad. I mean,
Dude, it's the craziest thing. I fly
yeah,
out. I mean, I don't fly like every week, but I fly in and out of there a lot.
yeah, a lot of
Like
people
it's
do.
like all the time. It's the craziest thing. Losing, like I listened to some audio where somebody compared it to 9/11, just where you couldn't, everything was out of their control, right? They couldn't say anything, they couldn't do it. Oh my God.
Imagine the pressure. I mean, obviously, you hear about the pressure of air traffic controllers and you know how they go nuts after a while, but I mean, all those planes in the air. How many planes do they? I haven't even heard the stat, but how many planes were in the air at the time?
Oh, dude,
Um,
a lot, a lot. I heard some audio where he's like, "Yeah, I have no idea where you are, so just stay, keep your course, keep your heading right." Like, oh my God,
and being the pilot, going what?
yeah, right.
Do what?
Our radar is not working. We don't know where you are. Oh my God,
And
that's so fucking
and
nuts.
don't you think the first thing on the pilot's mind is terrorist attack,
Oh, and everything. Yeah, fuck yeah.
right?
Probably like a terror attack at that airport.
Right, right. So have they actually said what happened?
No, but I
Because
think that we're gonna find out it's happened a bunch more, and it's fairly regular. I think it's really fucking nuts. Hey, look, soon Newark is going to be an awesome and very safe airport.
I don't know how soon.
Well, in like 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And like what, you know, don't the airlines have some responsibility here to sort of kick in for all this?
I don't think so because like I was listening to CNBC on the way home and like United's fucked.
Fucked.
They're canceling flights because of Newark. United should sue Newark, should sue the Port Authority.
That's a thought. But you know, there's so many people to blame, right? And it's like all you hear is the blame. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, what are you gonna do to fix this quick?
They're, yeah, not quick.
Right. And honestly, like they talk about old technology and blah blah blah, but it still worked. I mean, Was there
Yeah.
just a power outage, did like circuit blow or something? Like
You
what
know
the
what? It's like in Airplane when he pulls the plug
exactly.
out.
That's exactly it.
Johnny.
Oh man. That's what that is exactly what it's like. But so yeah, I mean like yeah, the equipment is antiquated, but it still worked. Radar still worked. Radios still work
Yeah. Until they don't.
until they don't.
Until they don't. So what was the best thing about Spain?
Um, just everything. People were nice. Um, I don't know what the politics is like over there necessarily, so it could be just as bad as here. I don't really know. Um, but the food's incredible. Women are beautiful, as are the men. Everyone's beautiful over there. Um,
It's the Mediterranean diet.
yeah, man, everybody looks good. Everyone's dressed far better than I was. And it was just great. It was just a great time
What was the worst thing?
coming back.
Any airport, anything in either airport where that made you stop and turn your head and watch?
No, but we did have an airport incident.
Okay, what happened?
So the night before the flight, I guess I should say this. The night before the flight, I pulled out the passports, and I knew mine was good. I was flying with my two of my daughters, and I knew mine was good. I knew one of them was good, and the other one I wasn't sure, and I was just like opening it very slowly just to see that it expired 2 months ago.
Nice.
Yeah, this is 9 o'clock at night, the night before the flight.
Mazel tov. Well done. Father of the year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So I didn't tell
So,
her.
okay, good. And you went online.
I went online. I tried to figure out how to get an emergency, quickie passport, which you can't do anymore.
Uh-huh.
Takes at least a couple of days. And I realized that they both had, I didn't realize, somebody else realized that they both had Israeli passports. So we just went to the airport and, no issue going out, but coming back, we had a little, little trouble.
Coming back?
Yeah.
Why? Because the Israelis coming from Spain or
Because if you leave on a foreign passport, you have to come back with a visa.
uh, that's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. But it worked out. It wasn't too big of a deal. Uh, we were given a little bit of a hard time, but I was like, what do you want me to do? I was, they
You
let
mean
me
like
out. They should have, nobody said anything on the way out.
at like customs when you got to what's it called? Immigrate. What the fuck is it called?
Yeah. Customs,
Customs.
passport control.
Yeah. Do you have global entry? You must.
I do, but my kids do not.
How come? Are they not old enough?
I don't know,
They
actually.
go to Israel a lot. They should have it.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
But
the greatest thing.
I know, but we didn't have to wait online at all.
Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah.
see that a lot.
Yeah.
That was before the world started boycotting America. So
Exactly. So, that was the other thing. So I did ask a number of people what they thought about what was going on. I mean, we're so hated at this point in time. Um, I mean, I speak to people in Canada quite frequently, and they just hate us. I mean, they just think we're horrible.
it's not all of us.
No, I told them that.
It's really just like one guy. Don't they understand he's like goofing on them?
Yeah, yeah.
They don't like that.
I was thinking about that today. Uh, how much of what he does do you think is just him fucking with us?
I think I think that he has a plan and so much is fucking with people and putting stuff out to get people off the right trail, have them say, say one thing and everybody runs with it, and then and we see it, and then all of a sudden it's either not that or it's not nearly as bad. Or I think that he manipulates the media a lot, really well, not just the right but the left also.
Yeah, masterfully.
Yeah,
And I think especially with his appointees, by the way, I don't think all of his appointees are bad necessarily, but just some of them are so obviously bad that it's just kind of like you couldn't think of anybody better than that guy.
dude, at work today, Lisa's in my office and she goes, Linda McMahon related to Vince McMahon? And I'm like, she's in the office. I'm over here. I'm like, yep. She goes, WWE. And I'm like, yep. She was the education secretary in the last administration. Did she do a good job?
No
Let's
idea.
ask ChatGPT. I love ChatGPT.
Yeah, me too. But while you're looking that up,
Did Linda McMahon do a good job in Trump's first term? No, just tell me if whether she did a good job can depend on your perspective. Her tenure lacked major policy achievements or significant reforms to SBA part. It's all bullshit. She did a fine job. When
so,
Chat GBT is like nitpicking,
yeah,
there's nothing there.
right. But she did such a fine job that they're closing down the department.
Yeah, yeah. I
Nice.
saw that the government spent 5.1% less in the past quarter. That's huge, dude. The government could spend, I think, 2%. Just take 2% going forward out of our spending. It would end up balancing the budget. I don't know how that is. Maybe that's not true, but I think it's true.
I don't think anybody actually knows.
I think it's true.
Really.
Somebody smart posted it. I can't say his name or he'll kill me.
How about Hegseth? What's your take on him?
Oh man, I think it might be a bad idea. I don't know. I know this, okay? Like you can't you
There
can't
had to have been somebody more qualified.
there had to be. So how did he get the job? How is he picked?
Fox News, man.
I'm gonna go work for Fox News. I want to get on the five.
Yeah,
I would
that
be good on that show. So, did you watch any of the Britney Spears videos I sent you?
no. Did you send me when? Like today?
I think while you were away, when you were ignoring me.
Oh, sorry.
It's like another week of me texting you. Are you okay?
I was
Do
tuned
I,
out.
do I need to call 911?
I was tuned out.
Yo, man, she was on vacation, okay? On the beach, like rolling in the ocean and shit.
Oh,
And then I don't understand her obsession of pulling her underwear down just a little bit. I guess that's like her teasing the world that there's more's coming. I don't know, man. But I wish that you had seen a couple of them because her eyes were so dark and her makeup was so dark. And it was just like, and the other thing is somebody videotapes her. Who is that?
who is that? That's a good question.
Is that like her dad? Is that her manager?
It's probably her manager.
Like the manager comes over to the house because she's on house arrest with her parents and he like goes into the basement with her and this is what she does.
Maybe it's her dad.
It's like way worse. Dad and mom. All right, Brittany, here's your 30 minutes of fun.
Oh my God. Hey, listen, she's making a comeback. She's doing Super Bowl halftime show
Oh
next week.
my God, that would be so amazing. That would be one of the greatest train wrecks ever. remember her sister, Jamie Lee, Jamie Lynn, Jamie Lynn. She was on a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She got pregnant when she was 16. I
Nice.
used to write about her on my blog. Well, her and Brittany and their parents.
So you have it out for the entire family.
Oh my God. I used to write articles on how her parents and Eric Lindros's parents should there should be a show like Battle of the whatever, and they should battle each other for in like sarcasm, Parent of the Year. Like the show should be called Parent of the Year, and then there should be two groups of parents, and everything ridiculous that they did to their kids should come up. I don't know. Doesn't seem very funny. In my mind, it seemed a lot funnier.
Could be more of a drama.
Yeah, yeah.
What have you been up to?
I've been working. I've been very busy. Uh,
What's your so you're in a business that's impacted by tariffs, right?
I am. I am.
What are you seeing? Anything yet? Or
So this is the deal. See, for the last 7 years, I have sucked the dick of an American supplier, and the last 6 months have been incredibly difficult. They got acquired. We're often told, without being said, told this, fuck you, too bad, fuck you. Sometimes I have to drive a truck out to fucking Medford, Long Island, leave my house at 5 in the morning to go get material for whatever reason they can't get to me. Um, so anyway, and trying to compete on price in my neighborhood with the American product was a losing proposition. So I engaged the Chinese. We say it's from Malaysia. Um, you got to do that. Oh, and it's awesome. I mean, you got to hate the Chinese and you got to love the Chinese. Okay, so they're supposed to put a made in China sticker on everything. I was like, no, don't do that. Okay, don't worry about it. Um, this at the 20%. I mean, how great is that? No, 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 nah, don't do that. When there was the original 20% tariff, it was like 12% cheaper landed in my yard than buying America.
wow.
Same exact product. Now, I know it's the same. It's actually better because a guy in the industry who doesn't work there anymore spent a lot of money doing all the chemical analysis, trying to prove that it was shit. So he doesn't work there anymore. And when I was doing my research, I called him and I was like the thickness of the material, and we're talking like fractions, right, of inches, fractions of inches. And he was like, "This doesn't matter." That he's like, "You're buying Chinese, aren't you?" And I said, "I am." I said, "I know it's as good. It's thicker." And he laughed. He said, "It's better." He said, "You never heard anything about it because I couldn't say anything bad about it." And I was like, "That's fucking awesome." So I was going to tier it, right? So you could buy it from Asia at this price, or you could buy American with a warranty at this price.
What are you gonna do?
And then be right. And then basically nobody's gonna go with the American, and
Right.
I'm gonna make my margin with the Chinese. So they go from 20 to like 45%. And all right, second time I'm gonna say you gotta love the Chinese. Um, I'm like, now what? And they're like, oh, don't worry about it. The cost of freight really came down, so there's no change.
Oh my God.
But
Wait,
now it's impossible to do business.
right.
Um, we had explored sending a ship to like Malaysia and unloading it and reloading it, but they actually said that they know the government is looking for that and they don't want to have any problems. So um, it's good because my two main competitors have been buying Chinese material for like the last 4 or 5 years, ever since COVID. Okay. They stuck with China. I stuck with Buy American. Not I should have gone, I should have gone China,
Yeah.
I'm turning Japanese. But I didn't. But now I am. So anyway, um, they have so much money invested in you have to prepay a portion of it. And like these guys are huge. So they have a whole business model built around cheap material because they don't just sell it like I sell it, they install also. So um their model is to do the install super cheap because they have the material super cheap and they take all the business away from all the other fence guys and they do a volume business. They margins are very, very small. But now they had to raise price. I know they have to raise price again. It's fucking awesome. I finally have some pricing power back. And I mean, I don't know how many of my customers are going to watch this, but trying to think if any of my customers are going to watch this. No. Yeah. It sucks for them because um, I can't offer them a lower price
Sure.
alternative.
No, you can't.
Um, but it's good for me because my competition has to suck it. And I think one of their models may break. I don't, I know one of my competitors had some type of situation with the government. The government does a lot of audits on like landscapers and fence companies who 1099 their employees to make sure like everything's on the up and up. And I think that's what happened because I heard like they got caught not paying overtime on the books. I don't know. Fuck them. I hate them. They used to call me, still call me the Jew.
I can't imagine
Jew.
why. It's written right there.
That's right.
Dare Jew.
That's right. Oh my God. So they came to my place one day to buy like literally like one little thing. Okay. But somebody was like, yo, direct's outside. So I went outside and I did a short video. And basically I was like, how, everybody loves Mr. C. Even the competition comes here. And I showed their name on the side of the truck. So I got a cease and desist letter from their lawyer because, well, I also sent a mass text saying that they were trying to put everyone on the text out of business. So I got a cease and desist order letter from their lawyer, not an order, a letter. And man, I thought it was the funniest thing. I have it like in my office still
Wait, and that was from whose lawyer?
from the my competition's lawyer.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so I'm in the New Jersey Landscape Association, and like if you're in it every third Thursday of the month, there's a dinner, and there's speakers and shit like that. So my competitor held the dinner one night, and as the owner of the business, you're allowed to bring all of your employees. So I told all of the employees, we're all going to dinner. So we show up, or they all show up. I missed the turn because I was fucking around on my phone driving dangerous. Um, and when I get there,
Didn't you just have an accident?
I did. Dude, I just got my car. Oh, well, I got in a car accident 3 months ago. I just got my car back today.
Wow.
And the truck accident, I think on Monday, I'm getting a new truck. Like I bought it. They're just doing what they're doing their thing. And yeah, yeah, I'm excited about that. My old truck was from 2003. This is from 20, I think 18,
All right.
maybe
Stop
20.
texting and driving.
I know it's bad. I
It's
don't
hard
do
not
it
to, though. You're
anymore.
probably sitting in traffic a lot, right?
Yeah, it's hard not to.
Sucks.
Yeah. But like now I drive like a fucking girl. I
What does
drive,
that what does that mean?
it means I drive all slow and cautious. Dude, I drive so slow and cautious. I've been in so many accidents recently that Lisa yells at me that I'm driving too slow. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, think about what you said. Okay, hold on.
She's like, speed up,
Bitch.
girl.
Yeah, exactly. She calls me Sally.
Sally.
Yes, Sally.
Yeah, I hate driving. I'm so done with driving.
Really?
Yeah. I just like ever
Are
since I
you
started
turning your
work.
Tesla in? How do you feel about your Tesla? How do you feel about Elon Musk?
how do I feel about him?
Yeah.
Not nearly as good as I did before January.
Okay.
Um, I still think he's a brilliant genius. I think it's good that he's going away in terms of, government,
Yeah. So
you know.
maybe it was in hindsight, it'll be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to
Um,
understand the motivation though, or was he just like such a megalomaniac, that there's really no explanation.
I think it was, this is going to be crazy. This is going to make people like be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I think it was altruistic. I think that if you watch, like, I know you have to watch Fox to see it, but like, they have, so like Doge has a meeting at 10 o'clock at night. I don't know if it's weekly. I think it's weekly, right? And it's basically a board meeting at a fucking table, and they just go around and talk. And there were kids who had dropped out of Harvard to be on this, to work on this. Like, it wasn't just power hungry men. And you really got the sense listening to everybody that the common theme was they love America, and they all they're all share the same concerns about the national debt spending, that it's going to come crashing down on us, and all of that's true. um it's just it's
No, so I think most people feel that way, right? But most, not all, right? But most. And anybody, well, I was gonna say anybody with a brain, but that's probably not true either. I think most people agree with the concept,
right.
right?
It was, you
And
said
the
it
exec and
before.
just not the execution,
Right, exactly.
And it's funny, you hear people today on the news, both sides of the news saying the same thing, like no one else has said it yet.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we all get it. We all know,
Yeah.
you know. By the way, when you say the Doge meets, are you talking about his Doge or the other Doge?
I'm talking about the government Doge.
Oh, okay. The uh
Government
the
Doge.
Sally Jesse Raphael one, that one. What's her name?
I don't know.
No, who's that crazy woman? The blonde.
Oh, MTG.
Yeah, MTG.
I fucking love her, man. She's a kook.
I just have to say, and this is like not for nothing, but they couldn't be more creative and come up with a different name. They had to have another Doge.
Yes. Well, it's a goof because Elon Musk had Doge
Yeah.
first, right? So now it's another
I
Doge.
think it's just another way of saying Doge.
It is. And
Yeah.
it's like, I think it was funny to Elon Musk that he could put the words together and spell Doge and have his Doge coin and Doge office. But I mean, he's gone. It was 100 days. That's what he said. Everybody needs to settle down. I saw an awesome fucking video of a guy who took shit, okay? And he put it in a pump and in like a,
Actual feces you're
huh?
talking about.
Huh?
You're talking about feces.
Feces,
Damn.
okay?
Yeah.
And he put a sticker on the outside of his Tesla
Yeah.
on the window that said, I love Elon, okay? And the window was cracked, and countless people came to tear the sticker off, okay? And the guy was waiting inside with the shit gun. And as they would come, he'd shoot him right in the face with shit. Come
Listen,
on, dude, that's awesome.
it is awesome. But I will tell you that I didn't like him for what he's done, which I don't really think I don't know how much he has actually done. Um, that hasn't been undone. There's some for sure, but all that aside, it's a sick car, and um, what he did with that company is incredible,
Yeah.
and what he does with SpaceX, Starlink, it's all incredible. He should just do that stuff.
Well, all of his
Rescue
shareholders want him.
astronauts
That's it,
all
right?
day long.
Exactly. Go to
Yep.
Mars.
Yeah. Be a hero.
Oh, speaking of going to Mars, I heard the scariest thing yesterday. Okay, on CNBC. Do you know who John Tudor Jones is?
Yeah.
Okay, no, not the musician, the
No,
financier.
not John Paul. Not okay.
No,
Yes.
not him.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Not from Led Zeppelin.
Yes. I know who you're talking about.
Okay, so he went to an AI seminar conference, and he said he walked away terrified of what's coming, and that some of the coders were telling him that they figured at some point soon, like within 20 years, AI would kill between 100 and 300 million people. And at that point, real controls would be put on it. And that the rate of the learning is so fast, it's like beyond what they thought it could be. It's terrifying. And then at the end, like there was like Q&A, or like they posed questions to the audience. It was like raise your hand, and one was like, I don't know, in 25 years could AI have killed 10% of the global population? And like people are throwing their hands up, and it's like industry programmers and deep in the industry people. It's terrifying.
Well, when you think about it, I've always said that when it comes to computers and hackers and all that, right? The hackers are always ahead of the good guys, right?
Yeah,
So you create something good and powerful, it's going to become something bad and powerful.
I think it's going to be, they're saying bad and powerful on its own,
Yeah. Yeah.
which would support my thesis that man is bad, not good, inherently bad.
Interesting.
I think that Bible bullshit, that's what that is. And that's why The Walking Dead is not about zombies.
I
It's
love that
about,
show. I love zombies.
I do too, but it's a, you know, that it's about how bad and dark humans can be and are. And that's what's so terrifying. Like Negan, that is the essence, like how bad a human can be, how evil. But that exists. Now, I'm not saying like, I'm saying it's a very fine line, right? They always say like God gave us free will. It's very tenuous. I think that it's for many, many people very hard not to walk the line, and it's very easy for them to move to that side. And I think that because of that ease, that man is more at the baseline bad than good. Lisa would disagree, but well, that's what makes a market. Speaking of markets, have you looked at your 401k? Have you
I looked
looked
at
in
it
the
today.
last week?
I looked at it today.
And it's like back, right?
Well,
Back-ish.
surprisingly, mine didn't take a hit.
Well,
And
your
and I don't know what
financial
I'm doing.
advisor's
I don't know
doing a
what
good
I'm
job.
invested in. I don't know anything about my 401k, which is maybe better. You know,
It is.
I haven't touched it. So I think I'm just, very conservatively probably invested. And I didn't see it take a dip.
That's excellent.
I did lose half of it.
There you My trading portfolio went like this. And I think I called the bottom, and I think I called the bottom in Tesla. I think I called the bottom in the market. And basically, I remember 2008, and I know it's different, but I was getting calls from friends who still work on Wall Street, like trying to get some perspective and shit. And there was like such panic. And like, I remember in 2008, I was so deep in it. Okay. Like, I was covering Lehman Brothers prop trading desk. Okay. And like, I had a couple good relationships, like friends who worked there. And like, when you're hearing what's going on there and the world is like, you're just so in it and everything is like coming at you. Right. And I have a mentor. And I remember I was in San Fran and it was like October. I mean, so close to the bottom. And I called him and I was like, you're the only person I can talk to. No one in my family understands this. Like, what's going on? And he said, buy the market. Take a loan out on your house, and you should be buying the market. And I hung up on him and I was like, man, he doesn't know shit. He doesn't know what we know. And like, it was, that was like beyond a generational gift at that point.
Yeah.
Um,
I think in this case, though, and like I'm not a heavy investor or anything like that, but I do think that when this was so directly caused by an individual action
yeah.
that you could feel pretty confident that it was going to correct.
Yeah. I mean, so that was my whole thesis. They call it a Trump put, and then there's the Fed put, right? Like at some point, and we saw it, like the market's going down, 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 and then all of a sudden Trump says something about, a deal, and then that was it. That was the bottom, and now like there's China, and we're talking somewhere overseas, and all this shit's going on. But like I was like, he's not going to tank the economy and he's not going to tank the global economy. And um, I just waited. When Tesla got cut in half, I've never owned Tesla before. I started to buy Tesla. I was like, this is stupid. And I have a very simple theory, which is it's not about the car, it's about the robotics and everything that's going to come in the future. And it's sort of like a second wave, right? You had the car and now it's the and
Yeah,
then
you were banking on him,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, if he's not in the picture,
Yeah, yeah. Well,
that
he's
stuff's
in it.
not
He's
happening, right?
back, baby. He's
Yeah,
back.
good. He's
He's
back where he
back.
belongs.
Um, no, I don't remember what I was going to say.
I did I did post something rather negative on his what do you call it? Instagram, I guess. I don't know. I'm so bad with this stuff.
What'd you
And
say?
I'm not gonna repeat it. I don't know. It was just he said something stupid and I just called him stupid. It's
Did
like,
he
you
write
guys,
back?
something really, no, of course not. But then I got in my car and I was like, oh no, what if my car starts like
Yeah, he could fuck with you.
he posted something, he said something stupid, and I posted, can you fix the internet in my car? The slow internet in my car, something like that, you know. And then I was like, oh shit, now my car is gonna start doing crazy stuff.
That'd be the sickest thing.
Yeah.
He could
But
probably do it from his phone.
I'm curious to see, like, so now, because the reason my car is so great. I mean, it's a great car, but it's also very affordable in comparison to other cars of its class because of all the incentives.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happens when those incentives go away, if they go away.
Well, it's interesting, isn't it, that he's supporting Trump, but he could also be hurting his own business, his own company.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I was thinking about that when I was away, because I I drove in a couple of Chinese EVs.
How were they?
Amazing,
Really?
amazing.
Like better than the Tesla?
No, I mean I didn't drive it. It was like Ubers, so I didn't drive them, but they were nice and they're super cheap. So
Super cheap.
hell yeah, you got to block that from coming here.
They're like $10. They are.
Right? But he doesn't want those cars
ten
coming over
dollars
here.
gets you a Chinese EV and a bowl of chicken fried rice.
That is such a stereotype.
Not really. Yo, I got a question. Speaking of Chinese, is there any chance? Do you look at Facebook and Instagram? Do you
Yeah.
run it at all? Have you
Yeah.
seen the two Chinese kids who box?
No.
Oh my God, brother and sister. I'll send you some video. Once it
Yeah.
gets in your feed, it will not leave. It is the greatest thing.
Oh no.
One is so fat. The boy is so fat. You're gonna love it. His mom dresses him in like a little halter top, and he's got like big face, and he's fat, and he bangs his gloves together, and he just tries to like kill his sister, and he spins around with his arms out, and she figured out how to duck and how to fuck him over, and then once she knocks him down, she kicks him. He tries to get up, and she runs around and kicks his legs and keeps pushing him on the ground. And it's funny because they scream at each other in Chinese.
Is this something that you just found, or is this something that is
I think I found it, but here's the thing: it's going viral because now I see it in other like it showed up in my feed, but it was in like a Spanish. Know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
So what about those videos of people like jumping off of buildings and doing all kinds of like crazy jumping stuff? Is that real? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like
Um,
I saw one, I know it's not real,
I don't think
of like guys in giant, you know those giant bubbles like that you get
I
inside
saw it. I
going
didn't see
off a
him jump off a
building.
giant building,
Yeah.
but I saw it, and I was like, that would be sick. I didn't think it was like too crazy.
And they
Off the top of
bounced
a,
into like a cup.
oh, that's fake.
It was like human beer pong.
That's fake.
Right. But it looks so real.
It does. Deb, you gotten a birthday card, a celebrity birthday card,
No,
digital celebrity birthday card?
no.
So I got one on my birthday, and it was Shaq. And I was like, when it was done, I was like, that was fucking awesome. And in my mind, I was like, Shaq must have spent so much time doing Adam and Andrew and Amy and Alice and you know Artemio. Um, and my mom was like, "What's you say you're smart? You're a fucking idiot." She's like, "They got this
Math.
thing." She's like, "They got this thing called a computer, dummy." And then I was still convinced I was right. I have a friend who's got a business out in LA, like CGI. Is it CGI? GCI?
CGI.
CGI. So I called
Computer
him.
generated
Images. Yeah.
images.
I called him, and he was like, you can't trust anything you see online anymore. It could be fake. And your mom's right. And I was like, dope.
That's
But it was pretty cool. Shaq wished me happy birthday.
pretty
And
cool.
like, he's got a cupcake, and he goes like this, and your name's there. And he goes, hey, Adam. And I don't know. My friend said it's so easy to do this now that like the model is can be so limited. Basically, you show video um, of Shaq talking with like a little bit of direction, and that's it. That's all you need. That's pretty crazy.
Scary, man. That stuff's gonna start wars.
AI using other people's voices in robots. That would be pretty fucking scary. That's basically Terminator. We're basically borderline Terminator now. We were in college when that came out, I think.
Were we? Nah.
High
Yeah.
school? High
Yeah.
school.
High school, I think.
Close.
A long time ago. Um, I don't even want to think about that. I had hair.
You did. You had a lot of hair.
I had a lot of hair. Oh
Remember
yeah.
when I dressed up like you for Halloween?
That was the best. Dude, I'm trying to find I want that picture. Do you have it? Come on.
I don't.
The carrot, you mean wish? The carrot?
I forgot. I don't think I have it.
Come
The
on.
only Halloween picture I have is of me and Feinside. He was a chicken, and I was a tequila bottle. It was the year before. A mezcal bottle. He's wearing his little fucking chicken nose. So
Uh,
he refuses to come on.
why?
He's a pussy, and Rose said he'll come on with his face blurred and his voice masked, which is fine. That's fine. That'll be very fun. That'll be good.
Well, we
That
could just do one of these, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We can hang.
Doesn't
So
have
I
to
got
be.
a question. The lawyer episode on free speech, is it recovered?
I believe it is.
So we should look at that. I'm having dinner with the lawyer tomorrow who's interested in coming on and discussing all of this. And did you see this Mo Khan motherfucker? Speaking of free speech, you know who Mo Khan is?
No.
Did you hear about what happened in Philly
Yeah.
at Barstools? So Mo Khan is the motherfucker who posted the video.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's all. Mo Khan, anybody watching this, if you ever come across somebody named Mo Khan, don't hire him.
Well, don't hire that Mocan.
Anybody named Mo Khan. Anyway,
Actually, I take it back. Hire who you want to hire.
no, don't hire anyone named Mo Khan. All right.
I don't want.
Eventually,
I don't want to get a call from my doorman.
they'll
Hey,
get the
there's
message and
some
they'll
guy named
change their
Mocan
name.
downstairs for you.
Eventually, they'll change their name.
Mm.
Besides, the guy's now on a neo-Nazi show. Did you see that today?
I I work, man.
You should not work so much.
I do keep the news on constantly all day. It's like I'm in this terrible place that I didn't want to be. Did I tell you this? Where it happened the last Trump term, where I wake up and I don't want to watch the news. I don't want to be glued to the news, but I wake up and I'm like, I gotta see what happened last night.
And
You know, like something definitely happened last night,
then you get sucked in.
and I get sucked in.
I was like that with Israel for a long time. Every morning, first thing on my phone, what happened? You know, over our night, their day. So my mom sent me some article today. I have to figure out how liberal maybe it's the Times of Israel. Is that liberal?
I don't know.
Anyway, it was so Trump announced that whole truce with the Houthis yesterday. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And like didn't include Israel in it. That's kind of shitty. But did you see what Israel did? Like I said to my mom, yeah, it's kind of shitty, but did you see what they did? Do you see what Israel did
Which thing?
in Yemen with
Yeah.
the airport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the thing is completely destroyed.
Yeah.
Completely destroyed. Every plane was destroyed. So maybe they got the message.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think these people get the message.
I hope they didn't get the message.
You know?
I just wanted to continue to just get bigger. One big fireball from Yemen to fucking Iran.
And
I
that's our
have,
show for this week.
I have, I came up with the solution, okay? Not the final solution, but the perfect solution, okay? And that
I'm
is
not sure that I want to hear this.
Israel should build a giant fan, okay? Dude, I've been talking about this since we were in college. A giant fan from the ground up, okay? On its eastern border with Jordan,
A fan,
a, like ceiling fan.
okay, okay.
Giant fans, okay? Giant, giant, giant fans.
Like we're talking miles long.
Dude, we're talking like a mile into the air and the whole width of the length of the country,
Okay.
okay?
Yep.
And those should like be built in a way where they can just suck the fresh Mediterranean air across Israel, even if it changes fucking weather patterns. And then they should nuke fucking Persia. And then they would have all of these fans blowing clean air, bringing it across Israel. And that would just keep all the radiation and the fallout in Persia where it belongs. I mean, that's beauty. But really, I think all of Persia needs to look like Gaza.
You know, and the interesting thing is, Elon's actually working on that,
On what?
on
Turning
that fan idea.
really?
Yeah, he's
I
building
hope
it.
so. To nuke Persia? Oh my God. I gotta go post that. Speaking of Elon, I was looking, I thought it would be fun to play like what's trending on Twitter, but like there's nothing good trending on Twitter tonight. Nothing.
Twitter. That's what I was trying to say before. I don't know my Twitter from my
It's
Facebook.
called Twitter. Let's see. Search, trending, maybe something happened. Shadow Force. You know Shadow Force? Dude, it is insane. So this is what's trending, okay? Shadow Force, it's a movie. Survivor 48. I guess that's the 48th episode of or season
Season.
or something. AEW Dynamite. Tatum, I guess that's basketball. Dude, Mass Singer, Prince Andrew. Something happened with Prince Andrew?
No idea.
So Prince Andrew was fucking underage girls. Tape of royal family advisor exposes Prince Andrew's sexual relationship with minors and deep ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Are we ever going to hear about the Jeffrey Epstein names?
I mean, oh, who is on his client
Yeah,
list?
yeah. There's nothing good. Not one good trending thing.
Sorry, bro.
It's all right.
What are you looking for?
Something fun.
Like good, happy stuff or
Uh,
bad,
like not
explosive
bad, not bad. Sort of like something funny. We could
fun?
goof on someone, you know. That's all I'm saying.
Like
It's
Paul Rudd funny or like what's funny
like
to you these days?
comedians between ferns. Is that what it?
Yeah. Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah, that like that.
I love that.
Yeah, like being mean. Let's get somebody on and be mean to them. That would be fucking awesome.
I love that movie.
So I'm gonna get a lawyer to come on, and
Okay.
then I got a school teacher. She's like a vice principal. I want her to come on. I asked Billy Feinstock if he would be our sponsor. He said no. And now I have a friend who owns a portion of a local soccer team, and I want him to sponsor us. We should start to like try and get a sponsor, and then we can like tag the football team, and then people will see us, and
Telling
then
you.
to the moon, baby, to the
Leo's
moon.
Deli.
So, do your daughters watch this podcast?
Sometimes
Do they like it?
they don't listen to it. They just laugh at me.
My kids won't watch. They won't listen.
Yeah.
Lisa won't. I told
Well,
them there's like one or two episodes. I was like, it's safe. It's fucking safe. But
yeah.
apparently it's never safe.
I couldn't get them to commit to watching anything longer than, 5 minutes.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
got you.
they're all very smart. But they are, they have that issue.
Yeah. Hey, Mo Khan.
Mokan.
Okay? Mo Khan. Don't hire him, anybody. Don't hire him. If you come across anybody named Mo Khan, don't hire him.
I'm gonna hire him.
Yeah, you probably will. My mom's gonna hire him just to make
Let,
a point.
let's get Wish on the show.
Dude. So Robin Freed mentioned Wish to me like 2 years ago. And I was like, I have no idea where he is. I looked, can't find him. No joke. Like 3 hours later, text, found him. Boom, boom, boom. And then I like called and I left a message and I never heard from him. What's up with that? Wish.
Man, we
But
must have
dude,
done something wrong.
Robin, I really appreciate Robin these days.
She's good people.
She is. She is. She she sends me pictures, not of her, of like from college and shit like that.
Oh, maybe she's got the Halloween picture.
Should I text her right now?
Text her, but I think this conversation is probably really boring to everybody.
Yeah, but let's get her on. Let's see if she wants to Zoom with.
Oh yeah, let's get her on one day.
Well, no, let's do it now.
Okay.
Yo, you there? Do you have her cell phone number?
I might.
Hold on, I'll give her. I'm going to say it out loud, okay?
What?
Her cell phone number.
Text it to me and I'll text her a link.
I'm going to be so awesome. It'd be so awesome if we just.
Send me her number. Oh wait, hold on. I might have it.
Come on, Robin.
Yep, I got it.
I'm calling her. Maybe she's out. Problem is now she's going to see I called. I'm going to bed soon.
She's definitely gonna think that I accidentally sent her a Zoom link.
Me and Rob wanted you to join our podcast. Do you have a picture from Halloween? What is it? Oh, of me and Rob.
Oh, she
When
wasn't there that year, was she?
I think so. When I'm dressed as Rob, she's probably out drunk. Sorry, Robin. The gig is up.
I, s-
Yo,
I,
so
I
listen,
sent her an invite, so maybe she'll jump on.
yeah, maybe this woman. Someone told me this woman in the industry who's the head of sales at a company that when she walks into the liquor store, everyone yells her name.
In which industry are we talking about?
My industry, my current industry, she's like a salesperson. Okay.
She walks into a liquor store and they do like a norm kind of thing, like a
Yeah, a norm thing because she's there so often.
okay. Really?
That's not healthy.
You know, people do what they
When
got to do.
when I heard that, I was like, wow, she must hate her fucking job. She works at the worst company, dude. So one of my suppliers, they lost a person's worked there for 25 years, quit, exit interview. I left because of you. How awesome is that?
Yeah,
When you
because of you?
like, yeah, telling your boss the reason I'm leaving after 25 years is because you're horrible. You're a horrible person. You're a horrible boss.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, you got it. You get to say it. Because I was texting this woman and I was like, I hope you told her. She said, oh, we were told to be honest, and I was honest. Good for you. Dude, this company is so fucked up. Check this out. This woman runs their credit department, and there's another woman who runs production, okay? All extrusion. I was able to have dinner with the new CEO and this CFO in the city before the CFO met either of them, before he had met that, because I wrote like this manifesto of how they're going to go out of business, and I sent it to them, and they're on, I think, on the brink of going out of business now, but yeah, it's just this. I told them, you guys have this thing called the deficiency. You're from the real world, you're not from the fence industry. And it's very nuanced, and you're taking the wrong approach. And I know they heard some of the things I said because, like, I heard from people in the company, like, oh, I had this meeting and they said this. And I was like, wow, you know what? I said that. I told them that. Those are my words. But it doesn't matter. The fucking company, they're going to zero, baby.
At least you got a
Zero.
dinner out of it, though.
I did. I did. Yeah. Oh, so this is awesome. They were like, yeah, let's have dinner at 8:15. And I was like, perfect. Because they were like trying to make it late. Like a
Oh,
normal business dinner is 6 o'clock, right? Like we're not going out on a date. We're not going drinking afterwards.
yeah.
So they're like 8:15. I was like, done.
Perfect. No traffic.
I took a hotel room around the corner. I took a nap before dinner. It worked out great. I was fresh. Um, yeah. So what else?
You know, I think that's roughly it for now.
Pretty mellow. Yeah, no Robin. Pretty mellow week. So one last thing. So I invested. I never even told Lisa, but I invested a small amount of money, a couple $1,000, in a friend's movie that he's. So did you know that I had this person come to Jersey and write a movie about my business?
No,
Oh, dude, I got to send you this movie script. Like it's a legit script. It's called Garden State.
I think that name's taken.
You can say it can't be taken. You mean by the state of New Jersey?
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That was very negative of me.
Hey, well, whatever.
Go
Fuck you.
ahead.
That's the name of it. Okay, Jack. No, but he did this other um, film. So the acting thing is so fucked up now with computer CGI and everything and strikes and whatnot. So he wrote a script about a woman who's like 275 pounds who wants to lose weight and then become like a weight guru influencer on TikTok. Okay. It's an interesting premise, but it's a comedy and it's very funny. Like her boyfriend, his specialty is he makes cookies, right? So, just anyway, um, my point was, I don't know, all right, oh, what is that?
Zach Braff.
Oh, fuck him. You know what we're going to call our movie? You know what we're going to call our movie?
Fuck Zach Braff.
No, Garden State 2.
The other Garden State.
Yeah, that's even better. The other Garden State. So anyway, he's going to pitch. There's this, I don't know. He sent me like the trailer. So before he did all this work and they had a couple filming sessions and then the California fire started. So like everything didn't burn up, but nothing's really happened. But one of the actresses in it's kind of like important. Everyone knows who she is. So they offered her like the director's position and they got a big meeting tomorrow and something
Really?
might happen.
You're
We
just all
said,
over the place, man. You just got your
dude,
hands in everything.
that's it. That's it. That's what my shrink says. Oh, and also,
Oh,
speaking of having my hands in, I got my hand in my pocket, my finger on the trigger. My posse's getting big and my posse's getting bigger. No, my fish business, me and Ethan's fish business in Costa Rica, we can say, no joke, we supply the number one and number two hotels in Central America.
really?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
incredible.
How else? They're owned by the same people, but we supply both hotels. And we just picked up another exclusive, like boutique high end resort. We have
Oh,
like three or four or five. It's it's kind of exciting.
that's amazing.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to like put a business plan together, figure out all our costs, and see how much fish we have to sell to have a physical location. Because I think if we have a physical location, we'll sell a lot more fish. Now it's through the internet. He goes twice a week. You got to pre-order and yeah,
That's very cool.
yeah, yeah. It's exciting.
You're selling to the public or just business?
Public and businesses. A lot of restaurants won't buy from us because they can get lower quality for better prices.
Right.
But like we've had restaurant guys say to us, you should be charging more for your tuna. It's the best tuna we've ever seen. Dude, our tuna is so fucking
So
good.
you guys have a website?
No, it's just on WhatsApp.
Ah,
You got WhatsApp?
probably.
You must have WhatsApp. You like travel internationally. It's a big Israeli thing.
I know.
Oh, you know. So it's called El Pescado Fresco.
El Pescado Fresco.
Yeah.
I'm going to send that to all my buds that have homes there.
You should say if you're in the southern zone and you want the freshest of the fresh. How fresh is it? It's still in the ocean.
Costa Rica.
That's our motto.
All right, then. Well, listen, I think we
Hey,
should wrap.
it was a good hang.
Yeah.
Um, I think let's try and do it next week. I'm going to talk to this lawyer and see. Oh, the other thing is, I doubt this guy will do it. But my parents have a friend who's Jewish and a Harvard. He went to Harvard Law
College.
School. I'd love to get him on and see what he has to say.
Sure.
Free speech, government money, all that shit. Like a Harvard Jew, he won't do it.
Why not?
He's a pussy. He's too liberal. Like he's too important for me. He's out sucking Cory Booker's cock all the time.
All right. Well, I can't imagine why he wouldn't want to do this.
I'm just saying it the way that it is, you know. He's got a famous daughter too. I won't say her name, but it would be good to have him on the show. And
Yeah. What's his daughter's name?
his daughter's name is Amy. Or was it? Yeah, from Philly. You can figure it out, everybody. Do the math. Reverse engineer it.
We'll do it.
First name is what's that?
We'll have AI decode that.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
All
Put
good?
some music in the front.
What?
I said put some music in the front and the back and slap it together.
All right.
All right.
This one's just going out.
Just fuck it. Later.
Nothing to do here.
Later.
Later.